What's up guys, Alpha here, back with another Minecraft Let's Build episode, and today we are actually on the Vatic server. Like I promised you guys, I said I was going to be doing a small plot kind of tutorials for some of you guys that actually play on this server and have not been able to pass one of these small plots, which I believe you need to do 2 to get to big plot. I'm going to be doing some sort of a structure, or basically this is my first plot here. The requirements were basically terrain, structure, and small organics, which trees count for small organics. So I'm gonna be doing one of these plots, not this one exactly, but this is my plot right here. But I went ahead and claimed one right next to my first one, so we could do this one in kind of a tutorial, or kind of just in a let's build. I have some ideas for what I want to be doing. I have these blocks here that you guys can see right here. I think these are the things that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be going for kind of simple structure. It's going to be mostly all terrain, kind of organic stuff. Trying to make it look as active as possible too. This is one of the build team members, Jim. He did an amazing job on the terrain. I kind of want to do something similar to that, but have it a bit more different towards the back. But other than that, something similar to this, kind of small structure will count as well. I already went ahead and cut out kind of a line through here, because just to save time. But basically what it's going to be is kind of just a river system going through here, and we're gonna have some terrain there and some terrain here, and I'm thinking we might have some sort of a branch connecting the terrains, kind of as a bridge way back there at the back. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. But this right here is just for the river, just so you guys can see. I went ahead and did it off camera just to save a little bit of time. Also, another thing is that there's music playing in the background. Give me feedback on what you guys think of the music. Is it relaxing? Do you guys enjoy it? Would you rather not me playing music in the background, or playing music in the background? And by the way, the music that this is from very, very good and talented guy. His name is a bit hard to pronounce. That's why I'm going to have it down in the description below. His link to his channel and all his music will be down in the description below. So definitely go check him out and give him a subscribe if you really do enjoy the music. The music is amazing. I love it so much. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started here. So we have our materials here. Let's go ahead and just pick these up real quick. Alright, so we have all our materials, and now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of terraforming. I'm going to be using some world and a little bit of voxel here and there. Just to save time, because it's kind of really slow doing the terrain by hand. It takes forever, so I'm gonna be saving some time and by doing a little bit of world edit here, so you guys can probably learn some brushes here with me. This one's just gonna be a simple sphere brush. I'm gonna go with 3, I guess, just to kind of bring it down. The 1 stands for stone, just so you guys know, because I learned all the materials by their IDs and not their actual names, so I never type in their names. I usually just go with what their IDs are. And a way to also kind of figure out what the IDs are is by doing F3 and H. If you do F3 and H at the same time, you can see the IDs actually come up there on the end of the names there, like 97.2, 97.3, and stuff like that. It's a bit easy. It's not that hard to kind of get, guys. It's really simple. But after using it for so much, like I do, you kind of grown to remember the IDs without ever having to look at them. But it's a good way to actually get you started on learning them, instead of typing out the full name, because it's a lot more faster to type in numbers than it is actually typing in the whole name and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm gonna do this little bit here. I want to have some sort of a platform here, but I do want it to be kind of tall. Let's see, and I will have to bring down that river thing there a bit more. And I'm using world edit mostly because usually when using terrain, or when doing terrain, you use voxel. But on the server, for some reason, voxel goes outside the plot, so it can mess up the edges and stuff, and it's a pain to clean up to be inside the plot. It's a pain to clean up. Actually, let me set my limit. I forgot to do that. It could be a pain to clean up, so that's why I didn't. I'm not using voxel. I'm gonna be using voxel here and there for some things, but at the moment I'm gonna just be using some world edit to kind of place down this stone real quick. Want this to go pretty high up, This is going to be our little platform. And I have to fix up the shape a bit in a bit. Just need to get this going a bit more nicer. Yeah, I guess something like that will do. Get in the plot. And let's see. Alright, so we have something like that, which is going to be our kind of little platform here, because we'll be kind of going over this little creek here. I do need to make it go a bit more closer to that creek, I think. Undo that. It's too much. Alright. So here's some simple terrain. Now obviously if you come on the server and you're an apprentice, you're going to have to be doing this terrain by hand. If you get it to any similarity of like what I'm going to be doing or something like this, that's perfect terrain. All these plots right here on the side are perfect examples for passing plots when working up the ranks to veteran or Ladari or to any of that stuff. So if you have any problems with structure, terrain, or any of that type of stuff, just go visit some of these plots here, and they should give you some sort of ideas to what you should do for that thing. But yeah, alright, let's fill this up real quick. I do want to get a couple bit of this done. Probably not get everything done obviously in this episode, because there's a couple things I want to add to it. Like we're going to be doing trees, we're going to be doing organics, or we're going to be doing structures, I mean, and all those type of things. So alright, so I think that's good enough right there. I do want to make that come out a bit more right there. And then this has got to pick up a bit more as well. Let's go ahead and bring this out to maybe here. Let's see. It's going to be looking like a creek a bit in the middle bit, which is going to be fine. I just need to get these nice shapes going in a little bit. And I will be randomizing the terrain as well. I won't have it just like for example, I won't have it all stone out. Do something like that or something to make it look a bit more nicer, I would say. Pop that out right there. Right there. And I might have to bring this in a bit, because I like how you got this coming in, kind of like this ring going in here, which looks pretty nice. Let's fill this in a bit. Oh, get in the plot. Alright, fill that in a bit. I think we could start shaping it now. So we're gonna go ahead and use our Voxel Brush. So what we're gonna be doing is we'll first want to set that to 1. We want to set RB to 5, and we want to set it to BE melt, I would say. Yeah, melt. Alright, actually let's do lift real quick. Lift. We'll lift it up a bit just to get rid of the shapes, and then we'll shrink it back down, because it's gonna go ahead and mess a couple things here. But as you guys could see, you see how it kind of popped out there. Yeah, with Voxel it's kind of uncontrollable. It goes where it wants, and there's no plugin that can fix that. So on a PlotMe server, the highest rank only gives you world edit and not Voxel, because it could be dangerous. You can mess other people's plots, and the last thing we want is for people to be upset that their plot got messed up and stuff like that, just because of an accident or something like that. So that's why Voxel is only for build team members and up, and no, actually moderators and up. So yeah, I think it is, yeah, moderators and up. Alright, so we got kind of that going a bit more plumpy looking, got rid of a little bit of that shape. Let's go ahead and do that to the same here. Just get it more nicer going. Let's go ahead and get rid of the panel. We don't need it no more. Like that. If we could get this terrain done, that'd be nice. No, that's gonna mess up. Yeah, I knew it. And get rid of that. And let's see, shape that in. And get that nice and going. Now I'm gonna have to definitely shrink it up a bit, because it's way too huge at the moment. It's kind of like overtaking all the land and the whole plot. But I will be doing like some sort of like cave entrances and stuff like that. Little tiny things that can kind of help when doing these little small plots. And the thing is, with these small plots, I find them quite fun to do, like, because they're so small, so you could do so much to, like, I don't know, challenge yourself, see what you could fit. Alright, so now that we kind of got rid of some of the spheres, because that's what basically what we're doing here. We're just getting rid of those like world edit boxes because they look kind of weird and stuff. So now that we did that, basically, let's go ahead and fill that up a bit right there. Now that we did that, now we've got to shrink it down a bit. So we're going to go ahead and do /B melt. And if you guys don't know a lot of Voxel, I'm not a pro at Voxel either. I'm like hardly good at it. So the commands I'm using are not something really that advanced or anything like that. It's quite basic brushes and stuff like that. Alright, so let's kind of shrink this down a bit. I mean, we gotta get this going a bit more cleaner. Smoothing out that top. But basically what you're with Voxel, you have your arrow and then you have your gunpowder. Your gunpowder is usually mostly to increase, and then your arrows usually to decrease. Most of the times it's like that, but it does mix, so you definitely have to be careful with that on what brushes. So it's better for you to experiment on the brushes that you're going to be using beforehand than actually just like use them on anything, like on a project that you're working on or something. Alright, let's see. Let's get this a bit going like that. Fill that in right there. It's looking really blocky here, and that's not what I like. Alright, that's fine, I guess. We could fill this up actually all the way, because since this is not really that important, well, this needs to come out. And that. Well, that's fine right there. And I'm doing like all of it's stone. I will overlay it at the end, so it doesn't really matter. It's better with Voxel. It's better to do everything in stone, so at the end you could just overlay the whole thing, and you have some really nice looking terrain. And I'll show you guys that in a bit. Let me just get the shapes I want to get going here. Obviously you're gonna have to be going a little bit, use a little bit of some hand terraforming here and there to get the nice shape that you want, because Voxel doesn't do everything perfectly, I would say. Alright, so something like that. Let's go ahead and increase this a bit more. Like that would do. Something like this. Get rid of this one here. We're gonna be having some trees here, kind of like what Jim did. Having some trees here. I want to have like a gazebo type of thing and that type of a structure palette. Or maybe a house. I'm not so sure yet, because it was just experimenting with the palette and stuff like that and the color scheme to actually see what I was gonna go with. But I do want to make something bigger. I want to make something more than what I made over there, because that was kind of a small little plot that I kind of just did, and I want to make something a little bit more bigger. So I don't know. I still have to kind of think of what we're gonna do. Probably for next episode I'll start some of the structure stuff, and for this one I just do a little bit of some terraforming here and there. Fill this all in. This in as well. Get rid of you. And that. Get rid of you. Yeah, guys, but this server is actually has an amazing community. The community is just awesome. A lot of people help each other. That's the thing. They help each other to improve and stuff like that. And then we have our mods. Our mods do an amazing job at doing what they do to give good feedback and basically just go around helping and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I really like how it's how the server's been working out. I've been spending a lot of time on here as well, guys. So if you guys ever want to catch me on a server, this one will probably be most likely the one I'll be on. Just doing reviews or helping people out or just stuff like that, or just working for the build team as well. Alright, so now we got kind of a cool looking shape. Let's go ahead and shrink that bit a bit. I want to have this to go in a bit more. Or actually fill this in a bit. This one. Fill this in. And have this go in a bit. No, that's looking a bit derp. Yeah. I think... How's that? It's fine. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, I would say. Let's fill this in right here. Get something going here. See, this is where you have to go start doing stuff by hand because it's not working out. Get rid of you. And then this is all got messed up. Did anything over there? No, it didn't. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and just fill this in like that. Well, we will just have a little bit of dirt here and there. Get rid of you. Fill that in. It's kind of looking real blocky here. That's what I don't like. Fill that in right there. Yeah, but the cool thing, I actually been catching a couple of you guys on here, which is pretty cool. A couple of you guys have been actually coming on here and building. I've seen a couple of you guys got actually up to veteran, which is cool. It does get a lot more harder, obviously, when you get into big plots, so the requirements are a lot more demanding on what we're looking for and stuff like that to get you up to the next rank and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and do that right there. That's perfect, like this. We're getting there. The shape's starting to look pretty cool. Alright, so now we got some pretty good, decent terrain. It's looking pretty cool. I like it. Let's get a little bit more of this smoothened out. Get that back like this. Fill this in like that. Like this. I think fill that in, put that back a bit. I don't want it to be too direct there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just place a couple there. It's too direct here. I don't like that. Alright, so this is a bit blocky here as well. Alright, so now we got some pretty good looking terrain. Now I do want to fill this up a bit more, so let's go ahead and just bring this back a bit more this way. Let's see, let's get this going like that. Just so we have more room here, because I think we'll make like a big tree on this one. To make it look really good. Get rid of that, place that there. Like that. So we have a big tree here. We'll have like a gazebo going on here. Let's go ahead and just fill this in a bit. Like that. Like this. Alright, so we're gonna fill this up, and I think we should be good to go. 1, and then I guess 20. That, perfect. I do want to get rid of that bit. Have it not be too direct there. Alright, so yeah, that looks fine to me. Okay, so now the brush that we're going to be using, well, let's get this more smoother now. Alright, so now the brush that we're going to be using is an overlay brush. So I'll be going ahead and typing that in, and that's a Voxel Brush, so you guys know. I know there's like a World Edit one, but it's not one I use. So let's go ahead and do it, right? So it's /B. Well, first we're going to set our voxel to 2. So 2, which 2 stands for grass, so that's what that's set to. So we're going to do B. I believe it's D. No, it's over D and then 2. So that gives us second in depth. We're going to go ahead and use our arrow here, and we're just going to, oh, well, let's set our B to, I guess, 20? No, 15 should do it. Yeah, we'll set it to 15, so you guys could see right there, it's going to kind of overlay everything here, and it's going to make it look really nice. So bam, look at that. How fast was that? Easy with 3 clicks. Now basically what we did with that command, this one here, it's over. I don't know what over stands for, but the D2 stands for 2 in depth, and so basically this was all stones you guys saw here. So basically it kind of just took up 2 blocks of dirt, and I used grass obviously for the ID. So these grass blocks will soon disappear and turn into dirt, and it'll be some pretty nice looking terrain. I just want to see if it got it everywhere around the sides and stuff. So yeah, it looks fine to me. Yeah, see, there you go. The terrain's looking amazing. Now I could do it to this bit here just a bit to kind of just make it look a bit more nicer. Let's add a bit more grass here, like that. Add a block there to kind of get it more or less flat, because it's looking a bit flat down here. Now I will have the ocean go down a bit, so, or not ocean, the river go down a bit more. But we'll probably have to hold that off till next episode, because we kind of got terrain done on this one, kind of got some pretty cool stuff going. Hopefully you guys can find those brushes a bit useful. I have a couple more brushes I'm going to be showing you guys, so definitely stay tuned for that, because a couple of these actually help you out a lot. And there's actually a couple world edit things that I've been wanting to show you guys. I just haven't had the time to set up a tutorial for it, because there's a couple commands that a couple people tell me that they have no clue how to do. For example, the flip command, minus flip P. A lot of people find that command super hard to do, and it's actually one of the easiest. It's actually really simple. Oh, actually that's too much. It's really simple. And I would love to show you guys that, because it's actually not as hard as it looks. Like, it's actually, like I said, it's really simple to do. Let's just do that right there. And then, well, let's turn this into stone, actually, like that. Yeah, and that's perfect. Alright, so now that we got that going there, let's do this here, a little bit more here. Alright, so now we got like a really nice, like, just look at this looks cool. Now when we have the ocean, or the river going through, it's going to be looking a lot more nicer. It's going to look pretty cool. I might add a tree here, possibly, if I could get one to actually fit. Probably like curve a bit and like overlap this whole little big area here. Give it a nice environment. But for this episode, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna have the tutorial done for, or have the terrain done for you guys, and hopefully you guys found those brushes to be a bit useful. But stay tuned for the next episode. Next episode we'll start up on the little river going down here, and if we can, start getting some trees down, and then doing like maybe a structure for the couple next episodes. And I'm mostly thinking about doing maybe a floating island somewhere here in the center of all this, as well as adding some cave systems to probably like here or something. Have it go in, down a bit, come out this way or something, and then add those little tiny small details that you could possibly add into these little small plots and help you out in passing your ranks. But besides that, guys, leave any comments down in the comment section below on the music, and any suggestions. Maybe there's something you want me to add. I could look into it and probably add it, so go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and make sure to leave a like, because that always helps out the channel. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.